All right, we're up. Make sure everything's okay. Go check out the back end here real quick, and then we'll get started. Yep, we're up. All right. So today we're gonna inspired by a run my friend was doing last night. Uh, we're gonna do a sorcerer start. We got a shout out to Lagmeister doing Dark Souls 2 last night. It was a really fun stream. You should go over there and check out the replay. We had a lot of laughs. Um, but the long and short of it was in FromSoft games, if you want to start with the magic user, it's a little bit of a trap, right? Because what they'll do is you'll think, oh, yeah, we're in a. Wait, hang on. Make sure that I'm actually getting my broadcast up. Oh, nope. Nope. There we go. There we go. I was talking to a black screen for a little while. That's not great, but that's okay. I'm glad that I double checked. So let's get it going. We'll talk some more as we get going. We're gonna do a new game. It's gonna be a sorcerer start. So let's see. Let's just go with Professor Snape. And we're gonna be a male. We're gonna be a sorcerer. We're gonna take the master key. We're gonna always very slim. Let's do Professor Snape, right? Right. I think this is Professor Snape look. Semi-long. This is Professor Snape. Curly hair. Yeah, let's do that. And then, yeah, black hair. Always black hair. Now we're Professor Snape from the Harry Potter series.
In the
age of ancients. We're gonna role play. Okay, here we go. So it's usually. Oh yeah, that was the perfect hair choice with the hat. Yes, we're doing really good. So the opening is the same. You get the broken sword hilt. You know, it might take 3 heavy swings to get these guys down. We're gonna have a real easy time. And then shout out to Rico. Also, Rico started Sorcerer, so on his last playthrough, but he managed to turn it into a fantastic dex build with really strong magic use. So he did overcame all the challenges, did exactly what you're supposed to do. The thing is, it's a little bit of a trap. Okay, you have this situation. Hang on a second here. Get this link posted real quick, and then we'll get rolling. Right, there you go. It's a little bit of a trap. So let's take a look at our stats. You start off with 8 vitality and 8 endurance, which is really low. Okay, that translates to 530 hit point, 88 stamina. That's really bad. Okay, I would normally your melee guys start with like a 12 vitality, and I kind of try to pump my endurance up to about 12 too. That's kind of a minimum. 14 is a little more comfortable. 18 or 20 is where you really start to be able to make some mistakes and survive your mistakes. So we're going to have no room for error is what's going to happen. But we'll use some other things to gain advantage, and we'll be all right in the end. Strength is bad. Strength of 9 means you can't equip even a short sword or a long sword unless you want to put that level of strength. That is something you can do. You can put a level of strength in and equip a short sword. and you'll have a much better time with melee. But I'm gonna show you some other stuff about it too, um, that's gonna make you think differently about the starting dagger and the starting shield. Um, the resistance value is pitiful, so you're gonna really have a hard time. I mean, your poison's gonna fill up super quick. That doesn't matter that much, but with the low hit points, you're toxic. You're gonna get toxic instantly, one dart. But resistance. A lot of people would say resistance and faith of 8. You're not wasting uh, any levels in your build, and that's true. Attunement of 15 is really good. 1 point attunement will be up to, I think, 3 slots, right? 12, 14, 16. So that's really good. And the intelligence of 15 means our damage is already going to be pretty strong with our basic spells. Okay, so let's get rolling. One more stat to look at: the equip load. The low endurance means the equip load of 48 is really bad. But the gear they give you to start with, you can use it all and still fast roll. So it's not that bad. We might have to take the hat off, but we're going to try not to. We're going to talk about this shield and dagger here in a second too. Okay, I thought I was going to get hit. So your movement speed's real good. Your stuff's really light. Alright, I'm going to equip our main. The dagger and the small leather shield. Equip load of 7 out of 48. That is a really light fast roll. And it's actually better than you think. Your dex is not great, but it's not bad. Starting dex of 11, 139 backstab. So let's look at that real quick. Starting dex of 11. Your dagger, we're getting a +4 from scaling. It's a B scale in dagger, or a B scale in dex, and an E scale in strength. So you're going to get hardly anything out of your strength anyway. But this actually increases to an A tier as you level it up in dex scaling. And dexterity between 35 and 45 will also increase your sorcery spellcasting speed. So what makes sense... Oh, there's Bella, dude. Yeah, this is my little dog. I'm hanging a second. Let's give her a treat. Let's see if she'll be a sweetheart and get a treat. Come here. Do you want some cookies? Yeah, scoot back. Yeah, very good. Scoot back. Very good. Have you a cookie? To have another one. Yeah. Okay, can you scoot back one more time? Scoot. Scoot. Yeah, very good. You can have one more. Okay. And then we're just going to put some cookies in the bowl. Uh-oh, I dropped that one. Let's get it. Get you a couple more. Okay, Bella, eat. Very good. All right, she's a good dog. Training against food aggression. So we're creating discipline surrounding food and treat times. And she's been doing really good. The dagger. The dagger scales to an A in dex by the end of the game by +15. So we're going to be going with a +15. And then it's got a very fast attack rate. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go. Bat, 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 bat. And dex between 35 and 40 increases. 35 and 45 increases. Okay, increases your casting speed. So in the end, it's going to be our build is probably going to be a dex and intelligence build with as little survivability as we can manage. And we may still try to push our survivability to 20, 25 in vitality. Endurance, we're probably going to keep pretty low. We're going to probably just try to have an absolute minimum for a fast roll. Hang on, I gotta check this video out. Aw, my friend posted a video. That's good. Okay, all right. So then let's go ahead and get started. Right, but that's going to be the game plan. We're going to actually just pump intelligence in the beginning, and then we're going to swoop through after we've got our intelligence up to where we're dealing some pretty good damage. Oh, that's going the wrong way. We're going to actually we're going to work on a little bit of survivability, before things get out of hand, and then we're going to pump decks in the mid game. All right, so let's get rolling. Let's get this going. Okay. And then I'll talk about the shield too in a second. Okay, 5 hits to kill. We look like the ghost of Rick James. Okay. There's our catalyst. Make sure we didn't. Yeah, we did aggro that guy. Okay. Just gonna use our spacing and our timing. We're gonna use backstabs a lot, right? That's where this thing shines. Get our Sorcerer's Catalyst on. Really? Oh, hang on. Whoop, whoop, whoopsie. Hang on. So let's settle down. Let's settle down. Okay. Really, you have 2 options. You can put the Sorcerer's Catalyst here, which is what most people are going to do, but then we're going to show later that there's a good argument for putting the Sorcerer's Catalyst here. The reason for that is magic weapon. Magic weapon. You can buff your weapon with the magic weapon spell, which goes off of the magic adjust. So I don't know. There's arguments on both sides. It's really kind of an argument to have 2 catalysts, but just, guess not actually, because you want a better catalyst later on. Alright, let's get this guy. Let's just get on with it. We're talking too much. Oh, there's one more thing. The small leather shield. I have come to love the small leather shield. It only blocks 80%, but that's really pretty good. Except when you're blocking real big hits and you want 100. So we will probably get a heater shield. We will pick up the wooden shield. We'll have some options in our build. We'll increase our endurance by just enough to have those options. But just out of the gate for trash mobs, this is really good, and it weighs very little, right? So it's a great option for when you don't have a lot of. Let's see, let's just block this guy. Well, I'm not even gonna get hit by this guy. Most of these lower level guys, we're just gonna waste them. We'll either dagger him in the back, or we'll start using our magic. We'll equip 2-handed plunging attack. Go ahead and get started. And then switch to our catalyst. Run away. Bang, 83. Not too bad. This is about how fights are going to go. Right? Magic is really strong. We've got a 15 intelligence. We were doing 83 to that boss. Took us 7 spells. We used a little bit of dagger. We used a little bit of magic. We'll try to conserve some magic by using dagger, but we're not going to rely on the dagger. This is a magic playthrough. And keep our options open. We're going to have to spend a lot of souls on spells, and we're going to have to try to do the correct storylines for Griggs and for Big Hat, and we'll probably rescue Laurentius. Mr. Potter. Potions, dog. Right. The beginning of the game is the same. I always do the same thing. Just run this little route. No, we could turn this guy into his Y-hander build, but why would you, right? That's the whole point. Is to do this. We are still going to probably use fire bombs to some extent, because I always use fire bombs. I always use fire bombs and knives. But with spells, we're going to need to use them a lot less. But we might use them. Because it's an AoE. It's an AoE fire damage. You know, so sometimes we'll get into a situation where we've got, you know, two of those Blighttown slugs coming at us, and we're knee deep in Dookie water, and there's nowhere to go. What do? You know, and the firebomb's a great solution. Those basilisks, we're gonna use them probably for those. Alright, it's your homeward bones. We gotta go get two souls down here. Run this little lap. Now this is where we could run into trouble for the first time because we got low hit points and low endurance. Guy can come spinning right behind us. Okay, we're just gonna run the lap. We're not gonna get this Y-hander. We're gonna run the lap because it's easier to kite the skeletons around this way. This is actually a little shortcut you can do right here. Hi, alright. Get to my bonfire and then I gotta text somebody real quick. Okay, put it back on my back end here. Okay, there we go. Now we're happy. Normally I would not level up probably either for quite a long time. We'll see how we feel about that this time. Yeah, I mean, you see, I mean, it's pretty strong. You know, and the backstab's not bad either. What you drink on me? Let's go kill up here too. It's mainly a lot of time it's finding out where you can hit somebody that they're not it's not gonna miss, or it's not gonna spell's not gonna hit something else like the stairs, or might have hit those stairs there. Bella sneezing. Let's see. Normally I just keep going. Well, let's go get our souls from the Crestfallen Warrior. Alright, that's gonna be... Lousy rat. You have some nerve. What in the... I may be crestfallen, but I'm not defenseless. Ooh. I hate that guy. He's gonna go hollow later. You end up fighting him in New Londo Ruins after he's done nothing for you whatsoever. And then you get the same 1,000 souls and a chance at his heater shield. But it's like, well, whatever. We could probably kill Thorlin too, but then Rhea's companions would be angry at me, and I'd have to fight them when they come through later. So we could just wait and kill Thorland when the time is right. So The question then is, do we level up? Do we go down and farm a new Londo, get the Firekeeper Soul? Do we run straight through as a level 3 all the way up to the Taurus Demon and beyond? I think kind of a mix. I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to use our soul items that we've already got now in our humanity. Okay. And then we're not going to go into Blight Town. But we are... Oh no, you know what? So we could pump to 22 already, but then we wouldn't have any money for spells, and we can get some extra spells. Even before Griggs. Let's do that. Okay. Let's hop down here. Ooh, hang on. Hang on. I'm thinking. What do I always say? What do I always say? Let's rethink this real quick. We can profit by quite a few spells if we go farm the ghosts in New Londo. Right? So let's let's go to the undead merchant first. And we'll get some throwing knives. Ooh, oh yeah, we reset everything. Let's go to the undead merchant real quick, and we're gonna get some fire bombs. You see, there's a short sword. If I put one in strength, I could advance to that short sword. It's just not a bad option. The only thing bad about it is putting a 1 in strength. You know, for a quality weapon that we're never going to invest in. All the warrior armor. I don't know what we're going to do for armor. I think for the most part we're going to use the Dusk Crown. We might let Lautric kill Anastasia. And then uh-oh, he didn't die. We might let Lautric use Anastasia so that we can get the dingy attire set. We'll see. Might use the witch's set. We'll find out. We'll. Uh-oh. Not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Not the end of the world, but not what I wanted to do. We're fine. Did the firebomb guy come down? Or did he just blow it up? Can he throw firebombs at us down here? Uh-oh. What we got going on here? This is all new territory. How did I get hurt? Gonna need Titanite chunks. That's good. We're gonna try to do things mostly in order. Which is to say we're not gonna go plus 15 our dagger like right after the deaths, I don't think. We might. I'll be open to it. Okay, let's see. We might. We'll see. But I'm not really thinking about, because this is a lot like the bandit build. You don't have the extra healing to go down to the Blight Town early, right? Oh, you know what I forgot though? Whoa, hey, I forgot him. Get out of here. Get out of here. What we forgot was we forgot to hop down here a second time so that we could grab our other soul item. Large soul of lost undead. Okay, I'm just gonna run it back around real quick. Alright. Now we're in business. Still get staggered. Okay. Get out of here. Whoops, see? Oops, see? Missed and got hit by an archer. Alright, I'm gonna drink one. Just stay topped off since our HP is so low. Consider using the wooden shield. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Alright, let's look at the wooden shield. 9.8 out of 48. 9.0 out of 48. So you could go with the short sword. You get up to 12 out of 48. So we could definitely upgrade to the wooden shield, which is a direct upgrade. 93 physical block, 52 stability, much better stability, and weighs 1.5, so it only adds a pound. Which, if we're going to stick with the dagger, that's great. If we wanted to switch to wooden shield and short sword, we still could. I just think it's really dubious to put a strength on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Why don't you swing? Easy work. Alright. So you all know the drill by now. You've seen me play. We got some souls. I don't think we're gonna go overboard. Last few games we've been spending all our money on fire bombs right here, and you know, there's nothing really wrong with that. We really don't need throwing knives. Yeah, let's get them anyway. And we got hold 6. Let's just get like 34 would give us 40 for 1700 souls. I think that's pretty conservative. That's going to give us enough to farm ghosts, AoE. We also need to buy a residence key. And we could buy a heater shield, but I think I'm going to stick with the wooden shield to save the weight. And as a homage to my friend Rico. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about what to do with these guys. Yeah, I think that's probably better. I just realized what I was doing. I was getting into a melee combat with really bad melee. Yeah, okay. So you'll notice we're running low on spells. It's kind of a concern. It's also a trap. You would notice that early on. So we have a choice to either continue up Undead Berg and continue and run out of spells, or I think we're just gonna backtrack with our bombs and knives, and we're gonna go do a little bit of extra farming in New Londo and pay a visit to the magic blacksmith. Watching for an extra humanity there. Just kind of being, oh, I was about to say just kind of being careful. And then I let myself get battle axed in the back. Mine's better. Don't you dare. I'm just watching for drops. This may not be a very long stream either, by the way. Well, he's wearing that set, the Ingvald set. I forget what it's called. It's down there in Blighttown. I never get it because I hate going across the logs to go get it. Across the tree branches. So, I almost never go get it. And because the catalyst that comes with it is bad. Right, so we're just, oh, you know what, I should have rested. I hate it. I hate my life. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Professor Snape. Potions. Potion seller. Potion seller. So, taking attunement. Yeah, I'm taking attunement for 4 slots. I don't think we need it yet. Pump intelligence to 21. I'm gonna wait because I think we want to spend 6,000 at I forget the guy's name, Diedrich or something. Go see what his name is. Okay. Looking good. We need every soul we can get. We're gonna come back over here to this magic blacksmith here in a second, but first we're gonna farm souls. Oh man, endurance is so bad. You know, they give you a workable formula but it's really kind of a challenge start. You can go straight to the Taurus Demon and beat the Taurus Demon with this dagger. It's not that bad. You could probably, you might still need 10 strength for the Istock. Yeah, 10 strength and 12 dex. It's not a bad option. That's actually not a bad option. Neither is the Balder Swag Sword, right? Because that would be the reason to put the 10 strength, because then it's a dex scaling weapon. And you can pump dex. But this dagger is really good. I'll show you why when we do the Taurus Demon. We're going to try our spell, but it's probably not going to be really good enough. We're going to try it. Yeah, it's not good enough. But good old-fashioned fire bombs. Like a charm. Grab these guys. Don't get knocked off the thing. Uh-oh, wasted one. Wasted one. Alright. Okay, this is all going to plan. Grab that. Our camera got inside that little rock, so we're going to be real careful to lower our camera. Walk back out here until the camera is passed. And then we can raise the camera and run. So we don't get killed. A few extra curses. We're just going to do a little farming, because what we're essentially doing is turning 100 souls of bombs into 200 souls of dead ghost, and probably some extra transient curse. And we're gonna go get that soul item over there. Yep, see, there's some extra curse or a ghost dagger. You know, the jagged ghost dagger might actually be viable for Sorcerer build. Never really used it. I've heard it's really bad. Gotta get them quick, because if they start hitting you, you're done for. That's a big profit right there. That was 200 souls worth of bombs for 800 souls worth of dead ghosts. Look at all these blood stains. People just get blended in here. We'll get the parrying dagger. It might be an option. Come on, lady, get out of there. Well worth it. Okay, we know we're on a clock, but let's take a look at it real quick. Yeah, B scale, slightly less damage, higher dex requirement to use it. Higher, not a whole lot. We'll take a look at it. We'll see what people say about it. I still think the plain dagger is the best in the game, and we could hope for a bandit's knife too. If we get lucky, we could farm for a bandit's knife. Okay, let's see, get this lady here real quick before she screams. Well, the scream is not what kills you; it's the magic that she shoots. Some more curses. All right, we're almost done. So we've made significant gains. Look at that, 8,800. We came down here with 5,100, and we're not done yet. And we used a little over half of our fire bombs. Like I always say, I could. Well, we're not going to get those curses. I could. There's 2 more ghosts right here, and there's a whole room full of them down there. I don't really want to. I really don't want to go down there. Because unless you're ready to get your very large ember, and then also we'd be using up another transient curse. We'd probably run into that situation where your transient curse runs out. What is this guy saying? Be wary of ghosts. Yeah, it's true. Man, I should have made some lunch before I streamed. That's another reason this might be a short stream. It's 41 minutes in. 9,000 souls. We still got a few more we can go pick up. Alright, let's go talk to this magic blacksmith real quick. I think a lot of people don't know he's down here. This is a very early blacksmith. And you can actually enchant what did he say? Rickard? No. I missed his name. Hang on. Look at my replay real quick. I can forge your weapons. Yeah, I think he's Rickard of Vilhelm. We'll look at that. We'll read that back later to find out. So, nothing for Ascension. You can reinforce. So he can modify a +5 into a magic enchanted +1, an enchanted +1, and he could do a regular +5 for Titanite shards, but he does not sell the Titanite shards, right? And I didn't think we actually do have a Titanite shard. I guess we picked one up off of one of those undeads, one of those hollows of Undead Berg. So I could +1 my dagger, and look, that's cheap. He'll do a +5 for 100 each. Andre's 200. We really might as well ought to do it. This is very cheap, and then that's helpful. That's pretty neat. The other reason I come down here is he sells these spells, and they're more expensive. His spells are more expensive, but that'll give us 60 soul arrows and 12 heavy soul arrows right out of the gate because we're not going to get Griggs back to Firelink Shrine. Although we got the residence key, we need the basement key, or we need to jump down into a really dangerous physical confrontation in order to get to Griggs. So we'll have to run. I think the better plan is to just run up and kill Taurus Demon with the pine resin and a dagger +1. And then get the basement key, unlock the shortcut to Firelink Shrine, and then run back through Undead Berg again and go to what's his name? If we had a lot more magic power, we could probably kill this guy. I might. Let's see what we can do. Look at this. I'm tempted to go down there and get the brigand armor. Speedrunners would go down there and get the red tearstone ring. We could go that way, get the grass crest shield. There's another soul item up there. Let's go rest. Let's go rest and then we'll see if we can get his 3,000 souls with magic. We're already doing a little bit of backtracking, you know, but that's kind of how I play. I don't always go the most efficient route. Sometimes, like I could homeward bone right now, but I want to save the bone. Just run it. King of long run backs, that's me. Professor Snape, you're so handsome. We'll go ahead and get our first flask upgrade too. Tune magic first of all, second set of soul arrows, and a heavy soul arrow. And then I think it's worth it. We start pumping intelligence. So I think that was overall a big come up. Like we could have had our intelligence to 25 already, way higher than that. We could use the rest of those fire bombs to make. What if we got 13? We can make like 2,000 souls out of them for one more transient curse. Which we had 9 transient curses. We did really good on transient curse. But I'm not going to try to farm too much. When I say farm, typically it just means like taking advantage of what we've got. Still 2 slices to get these guys. You know, I don't want to farm like over and over and over and over and over again. Although I'm not above it. You know, I'll farm on stream. Especially farm for a weapon type. I mean, look, I'm already doubling back to go kill this stupid dragon for 3,000 souls. Which I don't know if we've got enough firepower to kill him. I'm just going to test if we do. So I think... Look how low that resistance is. I think what you would want to do is you would want to do it from up here. It's a pretty heavy hit. There's nothing you can do about it. I've never done this. I've killed this guy a bunch of times with like a bandit with a +5 battle axe and run in and out and hit him in the leg and get swept off the cliff a bunch of times. I killed him with the Zweihander a bunch of times. I've never come down here with 19 intelligence and a full set of soul arrows and cheesed him. I mean, it ain't cheese if you're starting mage. This isn't cheese, right? This is intended gameplay. There's some places you could go in Blight Town to get, you could run around down there, but man, it's gonna be so hard to survive. Gotta love it. Alright. We might transition to Moonlight Greatsword later. We might try to go for Seath's Tail. That'd be kind of fun. Would be pretty fun. But that's super late game, just get it for New Game Plus, basically. But we could do that. We also might get a swag sword drop if we're real lucky. So might do that too. I don't know if we need their souls. I'm not gonna run around and farm those guys. It's okay. Got the one down there? Okay. So then we need to use... Forgot to use our extra souls that we picked up. Maybe I should use those fire bombs. How many more do I need? Right. 13. We could farm that whole room again. Let's do. Just the once. Just the once. Strictly speaking, as an early game farm, if you really needed to, for some reason, you could buy a bunch of fire bombs and then basically double your soul investment from Firelink at the beginning of the game by coming down here and killing these ghosts with fire bombs. But it's just not really necessary because you're so overpowered. You can just run through the game and spend what you've got. I think the lesson is in new game, and really most of these games, in the new game and not New Game Plus, no matter what you do, if you know what you're doing, you're incredibly overpowered. Just one of these. If you know what you're doing. And you can still make bad decisions, and you can still get into suboptimal situations. Just gonna do a little extra ghosty farm here. This could get ugly. Let's see what we can do. We only got 5 bombs. Let's see if we can just aggro them all, get around this guy, get all the way back out here, and let's see how many we can get with 5 bombs and then run. Quick 1,000 souls. I mean, and a bunch more transient curse. We're never gonna have to buy transient curse again. Look at that. We got back up to 10k souls. Alright. And I'm gonna run so I don't spend the homeward bone. We came down here. Wow, that's not bad. I gotta review the tape on that because did we just pick up 5,000 souls right there? Oh well, we spent a bunch. We had a soul of a brave knight. We spent a bunch of soul items that we picked up down here that I forgot to spend. So we'll review the tape, but I think we picked up. I mean, there was at least let's see, there's 2, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's at least like 8 ghosts in there. I know I saw 1,000 souls in ghosts, so we killed at least 5. But then we had at least, so this is probably 1,400 souls. Close to 2, 3, 4. That would be 8. Probably close to 2K souls and ghosts right there, right? For 13 bombs. Yeah, that's what I said we would do too. That's about right. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so now we got another 10K. It's you know, it's tempting to try to get some HP, right, and get to a good level of HP so you can survive. There's nothing wrong with that. But you could also pump intelligence as high as you can go to a disgusting level. Because that's also an option. And now we've got 60 normal spells. We're level 16. We've got 28 intelligence. And a dagger +1. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Alright, so then our next goal is really to get our next goal is really to get Griggs of Vilhan. And I'm considering jumping down there, but man, our hit points are so bad. If I'm gonna go down there, I think I'm gonna go down there the normal way. Use the basement key. So then our next goal is the basement key. Oh, I hit a dang arrow again. Another arrow. Yeah, that ain't bad. Get out of here, drink. I think it's probably okay to go ahead and pick up some extra ooh, we could do partisan run. I think it's okay to pick up some fire bombs again. Yeah, I think that's well worth. That we've got him in case we need him. Okay, so this room. This room we're gonna have to do backstabs. Just gonna have to get in here. We have to get behind him. to use our positioning. And we're gonna have to get in there, and then because we have to use because we got so many people trying to attack us, and our HP's so low, we're not gonna get a good opening for a spell. So we're gonna use the backstab because it provides us iframes, right? You can one hit kill one while the other two swing right through you. Oh. Close quarters, interiors. Man, I'm just so many short swords. We're gonna use this dagger. We'll grab the black fire bombs because we may not use them, but we might. We might as well take down the Greatsword Black Knight. I'm going to start conserving spells a little bit, not too much. That might be the worst shield in the game. He always falls off into lower-ended berg. There's no way for you to get the firebomb off of him. Send this guy to probably. Anywhere at close quarters or casting speed is going to probably give us trouble. Oh, see? Gotta be careful. Alright, let's go ahead and get our Titanite chunk. And of course, you know Black Knight sword's gonna drop, right? We're not gonna waste magic on him either, though. Just gonna backstab him a bunch of times. Ooh, I don't have 100% shield. Yikes. He's gonna chip away. Okay, well. Yep, there's the two. Get the backstab. But my backstab's pretty good, so we'll just try to use the spacing. 1, 2, 3. We'll just use an Estus on him towards the middle of the fight. Or after. There's other ways to get this guy. You can cheese him with fire bombs from that little rooftop up there. You can do plunging attacks. I tried all sorts of stuff before I really got comfortable fighting harder enemies. Make sure you get your stamina back. 3. Oh, we're in good shape. Yeah, I told you. I haven't got a Black Knight sword off of that guy in a week. You know, it makes you want to go be like, oh, we're just going to dump everything into strength now. Ridiculous. I'll do Black Knight sword run one of these days. It's a great weapon. It's as good as a great sword, or better. It's a stat investment. Come back here. Yeah, double large. I like that. I like that better than anything else because you need larges early on. And they're annoying to farm. Okay, let's go ahead and just take a drink. Ah, I have the residence key and I forgot. Ah, I forgot to go get the pine resin. Damn it. This is gonna be the hard way. Well, if we die, we'll grab the pine resin. That's for sure. See what I mean? If they're in motion, they can... Stupid archer. Oh, this is gonna be bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. We have no poise. We are for sure gonna get rocked if we get hit. Maybe even one-shotted. Ah. Okay, it wasn't that bad at all. That's how a lot of these fights are gonna go. Just like that. Just exactly like that. If only we could get the basement key this quick, we'd go down there and beat Capra. Alright, there's no reason to kill Sorcerer. Yeah. Yeah. We are indeed. What? You know, did I... Jolly cooperation, ha 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 ha. Okay. Just want to make sure I got the right text. Okay. I think we're gonna get burned pretty bad right here. Hopefully not die instantly. That's not too bad. We're gonna try for the extra humanity on the rats. I always do. I have to. I'm gonna drink. This is a little dangerous. Jiggle Peak. Yeah, Jiggle Peak's got one rat. I like it. Not too bad. If I had that pine resin, you'd see what I'm talking about. You'll see here in a little while. We're gonna start really abusing this dagger. Once we get Griggs too, his magic weapon. Yeah, I'm not going to go that way. So didn't get any extra humanity. It sucks, but we did get a few extra souls, which is good. We could still yet go Great Scythe in this character if we wanted to. It's a great weapon. It's S tier. But this little dagger is an S tier weapon. It just has well, it's at least an A tier. Hang on, let's get into it. Why is your boy not burning these guys? What's going on? Why is he not roasting? I'm not gonna fall for it. Is he bugged? What's going on? I've never seen this. Alright, we are not gonna trust it. And I also didn't open up the shortcut. So we're gonna climb down. We'll see if we can reset his fire breath. I don't trust that. And it didn't open that shortcut, so it's a good thing anyway. There we go. Now I trust. I've never seen that. It's possible I could have run underneath him, but it's also possible I would have just gotten completely destroyed. And I didn't have the shortcut open. I gotta run. He's gonna turn and fire, do his fire this way. Hang on a second. I gotta message somebody real quick. Okay. Yeah, the wooden shield and the daggers, just plenty. Right? You could play the whole game that way, really. I mean, you'd have a hard time with some bosses where like, especially you'd have a hard time with, well, I don't know. I was gonna say Four Kings because the reach, primarily on their model, is tougher. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna play this through. I think we're gonna absolutely destroy everything in this game with magic. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? I've never seen him do this. outrageous. Well, that's easy. Easy. High damage critical, that's going to be real easy too. We're gonna play this section the same as we always do. We're just gonna conserve some spells. We're gonna use some throwing knives to knock down these little guys. This is very consistent. Whoa, he almost got me. Just helps avoid their little ambushes that they do. It's not too bad. So I don't know if we can't use the fab ring. So we'll probably let Lautric kill Anastasia, just so we can get her armor. That's what I'm thinking. The other way around. And then we'll go and recover her soul and restore her to Firelink for roleplay purposes. And we'll pick up his armor, but we won't use it. Just looking for Titanite Shard. That's the Night Shield right there. It's terrible. Okay, here we go. Let's hope for a Baldur Swag. Get a Baldur Swag, we'll put one in strength. And we'll play the same as Harry Potter. Or we'll have it as an option to carry both like we do on Harry Potter. Oh. Ah. Titanite Shard. Alright, we're almost to our next goal. Basement key. Don't forget this guy that you can hardly see for some reason. Don't even bother. I don't even bother opening that gate. There's no point in it. Baldur Swag drop. Come on, bud. We're gonna for sure +5 this dagger though. No matter what, we're gonna go to Andre +5 this dagger. pull with the knife. Could probably kill him with the spell. Alright, we're conserving spells for a little bit here. Oh, okay. That's good. I hate these rapier guys. Rapier. Let's just start saying it different. You know what I mean? Grapier. Grape sword. Skinny grape sword. There we go. And we are not, well, we could do it like that. I think that's probably the safest way to kill him. Okay, so you're tempted to go and fight the Steel Knight in here, right? But then the Channeler's above and he starts shooting down at you. So that's why you don't. This is going to look exactly the same as always. Just going to get it. We're shielding ourselves from the archer back there. We run down here to aggro only the one sword knight, and then we come over here and we aggro the other sword knight, or sword hollow, and get behind him. This way the archer can't shoot you the whole time. You take him out one at a time, and then you just run around the back of the archer. Stun kill too. Getting that +1 dagger early on was really good. Okay, we're not going to fight him with a dagger. We're going to magic him. Come on. You can also firebomb him. I do that a lot. Oh, what did I do? Oh my gosh. I'm so used to doing firebombs that said firebomb. It's okay, I needed a drink anyway. 128. Amazing. Great axe, Titanite shard. Okay. Alright. Got another 10k souls. Grab a Firekeeper soul. Ought to be able to one-shot this guy. Maybe two. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting a real sneaky idea. Thought for sure that would cause them all to swarm. Okay, here they come. I think that was worth the firebombs because It can serve spells, you know. This guy's not so easy to get with spells, so I think we can do it. Thought he was gonna get me. Oh, boys, it's about time. It's almost that time. Hey, welcome to the stream. Looks like you've been on for about the last 10 minutes. It's good to see you. We're gonna let Lautric progress his storyline and kill Anastasia at Firelink Shrine. When we come back up from killing Quelaag, he will have killed our Firekeeper, and we'll get her armor. Because it's a good cloth armor. It's very good cloth armor. It's got a high curse resist. And we'll use that in conjunction with the Dusk Ground, most likely. I'm thinking this is risky. This is risky and dumb. But I've already leveled up significantly. And I'm very powerful already. And I just want to show you how strong the magic start is when you know what you're doing. Now, I may die. I may die and leave 13,000 souls. Oh, and I haven't unlocked... Ooh! I haven't unlocked a shortcut back to Firelink Shrine. Ouch. So, this could be really sad and unfortunate. Sad and unfortunate for somebody. Ooh, missed. The key to dealing with two enemies like this is to switch your lock on between the two so that you can keep your shield up and change your reference point as to who you're backing away from. Way overpowered. Way overpowered. I mean, I have leveled up significantly. I'm like level 16. I did a little bit of farming cheese, right? I killed that half a dragon. I used the master key to collect some extra soul items. I went up and I killed all the guys in Undead Berg 2 or 3 times because I was running back and forth up and down. I went and got fire bombs and went down and farmed all those ghosts. So that was, quite a few extra souls. But I mean, that's the first objective of the game right there, is to ring the bell. Kill the gargoyles and ring the bell in the Undead Parish above Undeadburg. As we say in the business, it don't get no better than that. We're gonna go +5 our dagger. We should probably loop back to loop back to Firelink Shrine real quick, right? I mean, outrageous. Outrageous. Professor Snape. Professor Snape. Let's go grab the key to the asylum real quick too while we're up here. We just need that key for the rusted iron ring later. All right. Let's go ahead and grab our attunement, right? 2, 3, 4. That gives us 5 slots. I think that's pretty good. The next one is at 23, and I don't know that we really need 6 attunement slots. I think we'll stick with 19 because that's so it's like what it is it's 2 per. Like you get your first one at 10, and then you get one at 12 and 14. You get one at 16. So that's the cheapest investment is just 4, right? And it's worth it probably to go because it starts. You don't get one at 18. You get it at 19, and then it's diminishing returns after that up to. I think you can get up to 10 slots. I can't remember. We'll look that up later. But in the short term, I think 5 is really plenty. And we might go for a 6th one later. But we're just going to roll 19 to start. And we'll still have some souls left, and we can keep pumping intelligence. Whew, that's going to get really good when we get bigger spells. You know, we have extremely low survivability. But this is the equivalent 32. If you're doing like the Black Knight Greatsword, you're going for 32 strength and 18 dex, right? So we're doing the same thing. We're pumping attunement to 19 and intelligence to 32, and we're swinging a great big weapon. These magic spells are tremendously powerful when you back them with the right stats. It's just you're a glass cannon. You know, you're really weak if you aren't good enough to not get hit. You know, we've already beat the gargoyles. We've been on stream for an hour and a half. I feel like we really ought to kind of wrap it up. Because there's some other stuff I want to do this afternoon. But certainly my next goal, I really want to get Griggs of Vilheim rescued from the lower undead burg and defeat the Capper demon. I feel like that's the next thing. I usually do the moth. And I go down and I get kill Havel for 3,000 and get his ring. I kill the other Black Knights because I skipped the Greatsword Black Knight. I can go kill him and the Halberd Knight. Oh, I need to +5 my dagger. Let's do that real quick. And then we'll wrap it up. We'll +5 the dagger, we'll kill the Titanite demon, and then we'll wrap it up there. And then we'll go do the moth and everything down in Darkroot Basin. And next time on Professor Snape. But I want to get Griggs because that's where our next spells come from. So I'm probably thinking we're leveled enough for a little while and we need to focus on souls for the purposes of buying spells next. But Sam. All right. And I'm hungry, so I think it's a good time to have some lunch. Let's go ahead and light this. And rest at it. I normally hardly rest anywhere but Firelink, but if we're going to let Anastasia die, we can start basing here. We can double kindle this in a little while after we do the catacombs. We'll base out of Andre until we get Anastasia back. So, oh, I spent all my money. Oh, I forgot. I leveled up, spent all my money. Oh. I'm holding 3 Titanite shards, so I can for sure reinforce twice. I can almost buy 2 more, but I need... Now I have to do the math. Hang on. Oh, it only costs 100. I always thought it cost 200. Maybe that's plus 5 through 10 costs 200. We're gonna need 2 for 4 and 3 for 5, so we need 5 more Titanite shards, which is 4,000. We're pretty close to it. Let's see how this works on this guy. Oh, that hits hard. Oh, I think I can cheese him right here. Hang on. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Oh, okay, that's not good. We'll do it just like we would do it with a weapon. Oh, man. Having no poise at all. Okay, we'll use our punish to drink. Back off through the stomp. Get back behind him again. Just the tail whip, wait for him to jump. Just stomp. Get under his left armpit. Go around any debris. Get in the pocket behind his tail. Oh, I missed. Get the hit. Back off a little bit. I might be able to finish him. Oh. That was easy. It's 4K. I need 4,200. Okay, I know I'm running long a little bit here. Those guys are 100 each. So I need to kill about 4 of them. Okay, we can do that. And there's another soul item down here. Do I have any soul items? I don't have any soul items. I do have a twin humanity. Didn't see where I got that. Oh, I got it from killing the gargoyles. No, I don't get it till later. And I think I can Doesn't seem to really work. Okay. Okay, I need to just kill a couple more or this soul item, and then I ought to be able to +5 my dagger. Oh, I didn't upgrade my flask to +2 either. Alright, 49.95. That ought to be enough to get my dagger. And then we'll go down and get our Estus flask, and then we'll wrap it up. And then that'll be the end of the stream. And then the next time we play, we'll go do the moth. We'll do everything in Darkroot Basin. We'll use that as an excuse to loop back through the watchtower. After moth, we'll do Havel, and then we'll come right back up the watchtower, and that'll put us close to Capra. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to do the Hydra for a while. We'll think about it. But that Hydra water attack is going to really mow us down and probably one-shot us. 5 of those. And the Hydra's going to be a challenge for us. But we need to get it done because we want the Dusk Crown. It's going to be somewhat of a challenge, though. All right, let's go back to Firelink. But I think we're doing really good. 206 on our dagger backstab. Tremendous damage on our magic. Oh, going Firelink. We're gonna keep pumping. We're gonna keep pumping int to 40, but we're gonna use our spells. We're gonna use our souls, sorry, primarily for spells for the foreseeable future. So we have to go through Lower Undeadburg to get Griggs, and then we're gonna get Griggs unlocked. We're probably gonna go do yeah, we're gonna do the moth and clear out that whole area for souls. We're gonna go down and do the Halberd Knight and get the Grasscrest shield, even though we're not gonna use it. We're gonna go loot back up and get the soul item by the golems, and we're gonna go kill Havel with a great heavy soul arrow, or with a heavy soul arrow. And then we're gonna run up the tower and go across the bridge and down into Lower Undeadburg through using the basement key. And then we're gonna run through Lower Undeadburg, unlock the shortcut, double back, kill Capra, go back down, go through the whole depths, and release Laurentius. And then we're going to come back up. We'll open the door to Blighttown, but not go down, and then we'll come back up to Firelink Shrine and see Griggs, and we'll have all of our souls to spend at Griggs and buy like pretty much everything. And we're going to look up between now and then, we'll look up how to progress the storyline of Griggs and Logan to make sure that we do it correctly. And then after I buy the stuff from him, I will probably go directly down into Blighttown. I guess I could go through the depths and go down Blighttown the right way. That'll be a challenge because this is a magic challenge, right? And then we'll go through Blighttown and improve with a dagger plus 10. No, we won't have a dagger plus 10, but we'll buy the weaponsmith box from Andre probably so we can upgrade our dagger while we're down there. And then we'll get all our large titanite while we're down there. And then we'll go kill Quelaag in really quickly with magic. And we'll carry all our souls. Yeah, we'll probably come back up and buy spells from Griggs, I think, after the depths. That seems to make the most sense. Okay, that'll all be next time on John Souls, on Professor Snape. And for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I might pop back on later for a late stream, for an evening stream or a late stream. But if I don't, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.